Hey, listen! Silksong released! And guess what? You haven't beaten Hollow Knight, you dingus!
So yeah, after 7 years, Silksong is finally out, and everyone's talking about it. You would think after 7 years I would have been able to beat Hollow Knight, since, I have over 50 hours in the game, but even after posting this video, you'd still be wrong. Hollow Knight is a game that I knew going into it was going to be a soul-crushing experience for me, so I wasn't surprised and I was immediately proven right. I don't have footage to show off my first days of the game, so just imagine that this is the night, and this is the enemy. Really, the fact that I've somehow been able to avoid every major spoiler up until now, except for what I've looked up for myself for upgrades, astounds me since it's been years. But because of this, it comes as no surprise that I'm still stuck in these terrible, wonderful mines. This is the insane ramblings of the real-time experiences of someone that is playing Hollow Knight as their first Souls game, as well as their first roguelike, since I can't help swan diving into a new genre like I'm Michael Phelps, rather than someone who twists their ankles walking in a straight line. And yes, that is a real thing. I've done it. I am in fact that clumsy. Now, before you start complaining about my whining, I like the game. I know it's a shock, and honestly, I wasn't expecting it either. For the first few hours, the only reason I was even still playing the game was my competitiveness and my hatred for admitting defeat. And look where that got me. Over 50 hours played and still not a single clue what's going on. I think I know where I'm going, but my ADHD doesn't like it when I don't go after shiny things every 2 minutes, so I end up always getting sidetracked. I even had my first real rage quit experience that was so bad I couldn't even look at a video game for the next few days, because if I did, I'd remember that the only reason I was playing it was because I suck at Hollow Knight. But after some time, I came back and started studying. And by studying, I don't mean looking up how to upgrade my nail or what charms to get. That came later. I didn't know you could upgrade the nail at first. I would run up to a mini-boss or boss and just throw myself into their blades multiple times just to figure out the timing or animation cues of a single attack until I was able to chip them away to dust. Now, I will admit I did and still cheese enemies, but a lot of the time it just ends up killing me, and honestly, can you blame me for trying? It's like David versus Goliath, and you better believe David's going for those ankles. The footage I've been using throughout this video is footage from my last few Hollow Knight streams, and as you can see, I still suck. But I think I suck a little less than I used to. It's through these improvements that I found myself falling in love with the game because it demanded so much out of me. Each boss was more rewarding based on how many times they broke me emotionally, which wasn't as uncommon as I hoped it would be. The elation I felt when I beat Soulmaster and Broken Vessel, who I hadn't even realized I had beaten at first since we died at the same time, felt like glorious achievements that had to be celebrated. Okay. Okay. What the fuck? This is very distracting. Oh, I'm so distracted by the shield on the screen. This shield is like... What? I told my brother after I'd beaten Broken Vessel, and admittedly, he was very confused because he had no idea what I was even talking about, but it was an event that deserved praise. But these Soul-like games do this thing where they let you feel that empowerment and euphoria for a minute before smacking you in the face with another, even more difficult boss. So when I went back to collect my spoils, instead of just seeing Broken Vessel's vanquished body, a new horror appeared. Lostkin, a stronger, more annoying version of Broken Vessel, but this time it was gate-kept by a parkour section, and if you fell, you're shoved out of the world and have to do the parkour all over again. And you better believe I suck at parkour. That's what Souls games are all about, baby. Purposely created to make you never leave without becoming a true masochist. I could feel my brain rewiring as I played more and more, and in my Hornet fight, I hit Nirvana. I was stuck in the Hornet fight in Kingdom's Edge, and at first I was going through the motions, getting angry, the usual, but something changed and I just started laughing. It literally became the funniest shit to me to run in, try my best, and die. And not even funny in the, how is this my life funny? It was just funny.
Maybe this time I won't lose a heart.
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I like this. Adino! Every time I hear that. Adino! Oh, I just love Adino. Oh, I just love saying it. Adino! Every time she says it, I get so happy. Good on you, Hornet. You did it! You trapped me in a trap of your own man. How are you holding spikes also? Important question. Are there spikes in your cloak? If they are, do they hurt in your cloak when you have those spikies in your cloak? Do you have pockets? Women usually don't have pockets. As a woman, I will tell you, our pockets suck shit. I can't even see I'm like lounging so hard that I can't see like the corner of my screen. So whenever I fight her, I'm just kind of going off the attack pattern I remember. What did I hit myself against? Her horns?
I don't know how to describe this other than a reverse psychotic break, which still probably is not a good thing, but I left that stream happier than I'd been leaving a Hollow Knight stream in a while, so I took it. This game is actively taking me on a journey where it's forcing me to face the fact that I'm not good at gaming, and I'm punished for every mistake I make. I can't just brute force my way through it, or, my favorite, stealth kill my way to a win. I have to plan out my charms, change my playstyle, and actually start using my spells, because I, for whatever reason, refuse to do so. So what have I learned throughout this experience other than my own failings? Well, obviously, I learned the appeal of Souls games. It's quickly becoming one of my top 5 favorite games of all time, and I haven't even beaten it yet. Not that I'll be playing more Souls games. After I beat Hollow Knight, I've committed to playing and beating Silksong, but that is it. Nothing else. Team Cherry might have dug its claws into me, but I still have no interest in games like Sekiro or Demon Souls. They aren't cute bugs, so no thank you, sir. I'll be relaxing playing baby games like Pokemon ZA over here while the rest of you raise your blood pressure to unsafe levels. That is, when I finally get around to playing the damn game, I have such a backlog to get through. Speaking of, shameless plug, I'm playing a bunch of those games along with Hollow Knight over at my Twitch, so check it out if you have time. I've heard Silksong is more difficult than Hollow Knight, but I love the world that Team Cherry created too much not to play the sequel. So really, I'm hurting myself at this point. I do have some ground rules though. I'm not allowed to even purchase Silksong until I've gotten all 4 endings in Hollow Knight. I don't want to rush my experience just to play the new game, and I don't want to play 2 of these games at the same time. I do have some concern for my mental state. For now, Hollow Knight is an ongoing experience, so who knows, later on I might rage quit so bad that I destroy my brand new Switch 2 in a rage-fueled psychosis. Surprisingly, I recommend this game to anyone who wants to try out a Souls game without knowing anything about it going into it, or during it. I know that most likely you know something about Hollow Knight since it's exploded in popularity, but so much of this game is exploring this beautiful forgotten world, so maybe just don't go looking for more information than you already know? What I'm trying to say is that this game is made for you to get lost in, find a random guy, walk into a boss fight when you aren't ready for that boss fight, and lose thousands and thousands of Geo over and over again until you cry when you finally die before collecting your shadow so it's gone forever. So if you want to play a game that you'll hate just as much as you love, then play Hollow Knight. I guarantee you won't regret it. Much. But if you do regret it, don't tell me, because I don't want that on my conscience.
Okay. 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 I died again. I don't know what to say. What to do, what to say. Oh, she only be will.